And how it happens, it happened in Miami, in a friend of mine's home, which he allowed me to have the wedding, beautiful home by the canal. And it was in Miami, and we had like 250 people, like her family, my family, some friends. It was crazy. It was a beautiful wedding, it was outside, beautiful ceremony. She looked, stunning. I looked stunning. And it was good. It was hot because it was in February, and it was like in the middle of the summer, pretty much in Miami. And it was amazing. We started at 2 o'clock, I believe, and it ended at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Paparazzi, they were there, trying to take pictures, filming, over the fence. I mean, it was a great, great experience. It was happy, it was sad, because you can see her like tears, when she was getting married. I cried because I couldn't believe it. I was totally in love. We were totally in love.
I see that you've gone through some both, and it's hard. I really, really fucking second guess it a lot. It breaks my heart where I'm like, this never happened if, I wasn't in this life.
But head down to the comments and let me know which of the two clips you feel he's talking about someone that he has respect for, that he looks up to, and which one he's talking about someone where he doesn't really have that same amount of respect.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. After months of speculation, the pair are calling it quits.
We need to talk about something.
Yeah, very important topic.
Your friend, Ben Affleck. And a little thing we call Benifer.
Minute.
Absolutely.
It's bad enough.
Absolutely.
It's hard enough.
How do you like them apples?
There's not enough liquor in the world for you to get me to say something.
Hey, he's just a guy doing what he do, and I wish he do. Keep doing well and keep on dancing.
Even in jail, Knight made headlines when it was reported that he planned to distribute a homemade video featuring Jennifer Lopez.
Make a Jennifer Lopez video somewhere. Everybody says you got it. You want to sell it on the...
At that time was cared very deeply for...
Do you guys have an unspoken language?
Yeah, 40-something years of hanging out together.
Matt's a beautiful guy. I love him. He's my best friend. He's been great to me my whole life.
Is Ben really your best friend?
Yeah, I mean, we grew up together. We both were in love with the same thing, with acting and filmmaking.
I mouthed off to a kid that I knew. He came for me. And it was right then that little 5'2" Ben Affleck tackled this dude off of me. What? Like out of nowhere. Like he will put himself in a really bad spot for me. Like this is a good friend.
Why you dunking me, girl? Why you dunking?
How do you like them donuts? I'm so sorry. Yeah. Remember when I told you I'd do anything for you? This is anything. I actually said that to him when we were filming.
Here's 17-year-old Matt and Ben in a photo booth. Look at this.
Yeah. It's hard not to see that those guys are going to make it.
You told me 25 years ago I'd be like, we made it? We're still working? Okay.
I just said to my kids, show me the articles that prove that social media is good for teenagers, and then we'll have the conversation.
Oh my gosh.
Find scientific evidence that matches what I have that says that it's not good for teenagers, then we'll chat.
And how do they feel at this point?
My eldest is grateful.
Wow.
See, and you just gotta be in the long haul. Though.
I mean, it's a long haul. I have a couple more to go, so just knock on wood. We'll see if I really hang in there.
Being the child of famous parents is really not something that many people can understand, and I feel for them for that because they didn't choose that.
Well, there was a solid decade where there were 5 or 6 cars minimum, and easily up to 15 or 20 on the weekends outside of my house at all times. And looking back on that, I really feel the stress of it. I could cry talking.
I'm 48, and I called my parents and said, Dad, I'm going to pierce my ears. And he said, okay, Jennifer. But let's see. We didn't wear makeup. We didn't have our nails painted. We were very good girls.
My mom was narcissist, center of attention, life of the party type person. I got very used to being around people like that. The combination of the two of those things set me on a course to be with those type of people. What I started to realize was I'm comfortable with this, but I don't like this.
Selfish.
This is not what I want. This just looks like a dead chicken.
And she doesn't even try to hide her annoyance. Fans fell in love with J-Lo for being Jenny from the block. But according to her employees, it's all a mask. And underneath it is a pretentious woman who treats service people like dirt.
I want something real.
And it's easy for her to offend her colleagues and even those closest to her. But is she really that bad?
My kids were at that age where they were like challenging the status quo and really, kind of looking at you. And now it's not all like hearts and flowers anymore. Now it's kind of like, why are you telling me to do that? I don't want to do that. Just like constantly kind of the push and pull of being a teenage mom.
Is that Max or Remy? Who's the most challenging?
Both of them. Both of them are.
Oh my gosh. Find scientific evidence that matches what I have that says that it's not good for teenagers, then we'll check.
When you say you don't drink at all? You just drink?
No, I'm not a drinker. I just never started. It was another one of those things my mom just never, was like, don't drink, don't do drugs, you're gonna die. I'm like, okay. Just like in my head.
Hey, Jennifer.
It's Jennifer Garner to the rescue as she descended on Ben Affleck's home and staged an intervention after her ex apparently fell off the wagon.
Can you guys please do me a favor?
Yes.
Just out of respect.
Yes.
Can you give some space?
And Ben Affleck.
So that's there.
Well, she's sniffing. I think she does taste his drink because she grabs it. People are assuming to think that it's ensured didn't have alcohol.
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez at the shotgun wedding party.
Yeah, he's like, I promise it doesn't have alcohol in it.
You can, in the morning, you can either be making breakfast for your kids, making their lunch boxes, or you can be getting paparazzi ready. And so, I know which way I'm gonna go.
When I was reunited with the love of my life and we decided we were gonna be together forever.
One thing you can always trust in, oh God, family.
We do our best. We do try our best.
You don't need to worry about Ben. Let me just tell you.
That they were seen in public together in, more than a month.
Yeah, 47 days.
47 days. The flowers were not for Ben, but they both showed up with flowers. They went to go see one of Ben's kids was starring in a play last night, a school play, and Jen was there as well with Emmy, and they all went in together as a family, and they went and saw the play, and then afterward, Ben drove Jen and Emmy home to Beverly Hills.
Get a moniker of being like a diva, which I never felt I deserved, which I don't deserve.
The A-list everything in her mind celebrity was shopping in NYC and told a salesperson to stop looking at her and to turn the other way. And this is allegedly J-Lo.
Apparently she has this rule that if she's like out amongst us peasants, we're not allowed to look her in the eye.
One thing you can always trust in, oh God, family.
We do our best. We do try our best.
You don't need to worry about Ben. Let me just tell you.
That they were seen in public together in, more than a month.
Yeah, 47 days.
47 days. The flowers were not for Ben, but they both showed up with flowers. They went to go see one of Ben's kids was starring in a play last night, a school play, and Jen was there as well with Emmy, and they all went in together as a family, and they went and saw the play, and then afterward, Ben drove Jen and Emmy home to Beverly Hills.
Okay, we're not doing that. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
You know better than that.
Come on, don't come in here with that energy, please. Doesn't, I feel like, actually get mentioned enough. If I could just end on one thing, is that Jen is a producer on this movie, and the reason why I'm here and the reason why Sterling was in this beautiful movie is because Jen cares, and Jen cares about things like representation and diversity, and she's a boss, and she's an incredible creative and an icon, and that's what I think we should celebrate her for today.
Well, that was quick. Apparently, Ben and Jen are already on the outs again, after less than 2 years of marriage.
Love in some ways.
Yeah.
But then they realized there was difficulty and maybe, they've grown apart. They're two completely different people.
And this is like their one public outing in weeks because he didn't even come support her at the Met Gala when she was a co-chair. So obviously this was planned and it's just so funny.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are reportedly selling their home amid breakup rumors.
According to multiple outlets, the couple's Beverly Hills home, which they bought together back in May of 2023 for $60.8 million, has been quietly placed on the market.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are clearly in a rough patch in their marriage of, less than 2 years at this point, because we know they are living in separate households right now.
We got back together, it was just like, I want to make music again. I want to get back in the studio. I was very, very inspired. And when I think about, I was like, the same way This Is Me then captured that moment in time without me realizing it. The first time we kind of fell in love, I wanted to capture this moment in time.
And now it's J-Lo and Ben in You've Got Mail. Subject line, yo girl, remember me?
So Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez didn't just suddenly start hanging out together 2 weeks ago. He started reaching out to her in February, sending her emails.
I've always, for better or for worse, have followed my heart and my instincts, and this is where it brought me to.
Why are people always worried about what face Ben has on? Like if Ben walks out the house and he's
all right on the street is the Bronx doesn't even fuck with this one. You can't come back to your hood, huh? What Dirk say?
What's something else that real New Yorkers say?
You!
The diva, I'm rich and you're broke attitude. Let's be real here, homegirl.
Work hard. So that I put in harder work than everybody else. I work harder and harder and harder and harder. And when everybody's sleeping, I'm doing more.
Like this, it reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down.
I truly have left this woman alone for years. I have just been annoyed in silence since high school. And guess what? I'm a Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx who went to the same high school as you, and you're lying. I saw your high school photo. You did not have hair like that, and we also both attended an all-girls Catholic high school in an Irish and Italian neighborhood, so you weren't running up and down the block. You know damn well you were sitting next to Megan Farley and Christine Marchetti in class. Why are you lying? Please stop using us to look human. We are sick of you. You don't do shit for us. Keep our names out of your mouth. We're not running up and down the block. Not all of us do that for kicks. You're stupid. Stop using us to look human.
Starting with the very first Grammy record of the year, which was
Yeah.
You know, my dad. I was really impressed.
I love this one too.
I wish we agreed more when...
We're technically still married.
Wow, so technically while we were married, we did agree at some point.
Yes.
Do you want this divorce?
You know, it's a decision that we made jointly. And that's how I'll answer.
Can you tell us about what went wrong in the marriage?
I'll tell you that it wasn't some sensationalistic happening.
Infidelity?
No, absolutely not. Nothing sensationalistic.
It was the flight attendant.
It was the flight attendant. It was the pilot, I heard. It was this guy sitting next to me in a rehab in Houston, and I've heard it all.
There's some ugly rumors.
When something like that happens, it's laughable. We were laughing. We're like, wow, because we've been friends for years. Jada, Jennifer, me, him for years. What bothers me is the effect it has on family. So Will and Jada's circle and their children and their relatives and their...
Mark shared his perspective on the situation, explaining that the divorce was simply one of those things that happens in life. Despite everything, he emphasized that he would always hold love for J-Lo in his heart.
It was a realization on both our parts, so, you know, it wasn't shocking. These things happen. These things happen.
What do you tell Max and Emmy?
You know, I'm always going to be daddy. You understand what I'm saying? And they're used to me traveling and Jennifer traveling, and you know, we Skype all the time, and you know, trying to maintain that presence. They're still young. You know what I mean?
Do you love Jennifer?
I'll always love Jennifer. Yeah. I always love Jennifer. She knows that. But the important thing is that she knows that.
Anthony have like this a not together couple thing down pat.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. No, we're like best friends. You know,
So
we're making an album right now, which I was. We're making a Spanish. Actually, he's helping me make my Spanish album.
No kidding.
And you know, at first I was like we're good, with the kids and everything. But
Let's
if we
not
start
muck
working
it up,
together,
right?
like is that gonna be like we're gonna start going at each other again? And it's been awesome. Honestly, I think it's even helped our relationship. It's made things even better. Yeah, we're just in a really great place, and it's great. And the kids, they get to spend time with the two of us more together and see us working together, and it's just good for them. It's good for us. It was just good for the whole family.
Jennifer Lopez is getting a lot of backlash after her movie and following documentary. Here's why she's not relatable. First, she's trying too hard. She keeps referring back to her time in the Bronx, but the people there don't see themselves in her. Second, she has a reputation for treating people under her like dirt. The reason is she's super hard on herself, and people like that, perfectionists, tend to also be hard on other people. Too hard. Third, she refuses to sign autographs or even have short conversations with people. If you're famous, you have to deal with the fans. Fourth, she lacks humility. She thinks she works harder than other people. She has this arrogance that says, I'm better than other people, which is probably why other celebrities wouldn't participate in her documentary when asked by her team. Fifth, she's rich and famous, yet it's never enough. It feels as if she's still longing for recognition, which was confirmed by her husband, Ben Affleck, in the documentary. This addiction for recognition is off-putting to people because it means she hasn't done the work on herself. And this is why people don't like her. She has all the resources in the world, and yet she's still disconnected from herself, which makes it hard for us to connect with her. If she really wanted to connect with people, she could be more vulnerable about what it means to be a successful woman, being a mom and wife, going through divorces. That's what we...
The news of Jennifer Lopez filing for divorce from Ben Affleck this week may not have shocked many in the Western Hemisphere, especially after months of intense speculation about the state of their relationship. Despite the rumors, it wasn't due to a lack of effort on Lopez's part to save their marriage. According to sources close to the couple, the singer and actress was deeply committed to trying to mend their relationship, despite the growing distance between them, both physically and emotionally. Jennifer Lopez held onto the hope that they could rekindle the bond they once shared. For months, the couple had been living apart, but she remained determined to make things work, driven by her belief that the love they once had could be revived. Friends of the couple were hopeful that Ben Affleck would join Jennifer Lopez in the Hamptons last month for her 55th birthday. Lopez celebrated the occasion with a Bridgerton-themed party, surrounded by friends and family. However, Affleck's noticeable absence from the festivities further fueled concerns about the state of their marriage. In recent months, Affleck has been seen frequenting Hollywood spots like the Polda Lounge at the Beverly Hills Hotel, adding to the speculation that the couple's marriage was on the rocks. Sources have revealed that Jennifer Lopez's recent split from Ben Affleck came amid ongoing tensions and deep-seated issues. Affleck, who is often accompanied by his friend Kick Kennedy-minus 36-year-old daughter of Robert F. Kennedy Jr., a former presidential candidate, had a turbulent relationship with Lopez. Despite hopes for reconciliation, Lopez filed for divorce on the second anniversary of their lavish wedding at Affleck's Georgia estate. In her filing, she requested to legally remove Affleck from her last name, symbolizing the finality of their separation. A close source indicated that Lopez's idealistic vision of love contrasts sharply with Affleck's nature. The source remarked that Affleck carries a darkness that is beyond repair, a struggle even his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, could not mitigate. Despite his fame and success, this darkness persisted. Affleck re-entered Lopez's life just weeks after her engagement to Alex Rodriguez ended in April 2021. Their relationship's history dates back to 2002 when they met on the set of their film Diggly *, while Lopez was married to her second husband, Chris Judd. After divorcing Judd in 2003, Lopez and Affleck made their relationship public. In a 2016 interview with People, Lopez reflected on their early days, saying, "I really felt like when I met Ben, okay, this is it." During the peak of media frenzy surrounding Bennifer 1.0, Affleck appeared in Lopez's music video for her hit song Jenny from the Block, a decision he later regretted. Their planned wedding on September 14, 2003 was postponed, and they announced their breakup 4 months later. Lopez explained to Variety in February that the relationship crumbled under the weight of the pressure, leading them to separate because they needed time to rediscover themselves. Lopez then married singer Marc Anthony in 2004, with whom she had twins, Max and Emmy, now 16, before divorcing him a decade later. Affleck, in turn, married Jennifer Garner in 2005, with whom he has 3 children. Their marriage ended in 2018, and Garner later publicly acknowledged Affleck's struggles with his darker side. As Lopez spent the summer being photographed solo in Italy and the Hamptons, another source revealed that Affleck tried to keep the spotlight on his wife, presenting her as empowered and happy before their eventual split. Lopez has faced criticism for highlighting her relationship with Affleck in recent projects. Her documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, and the semi-scripted film This Is Me Now, both released alongside her first studio album in a decade, have drawn scrutiny. This Is Me Now is a sequel to her 2002 album, This Is Me Then. Sources close to the couple noted that the documentary was actually conceived by Affleck's company, Artists Equity. Lopez's team had reservations about focusing on her album and a separate Amazon original project. Actress Jane Fonda, featured in the documentary, expressed concern to Lopez, saying, "I want you to know that I don't entirely know why, but I feel invested in you and Ben, and I really want this to work. However, this is my concern. It feels too much like you're trying to prove something instead of just living it." Every other photograph is of the two of you kissing or hugging. Lopez's former partners, Mark Anthony and Alex Rodriguez, have hinted at underlying issues in her relationships. They suggest that there may be a more complex reality behind the glamorous facade of Lopez's public image. Their revelations point to what might really be happening beneath the surface as they reflect on their experiences with her. Recent reports suggest that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are currently embroiled in a high-stakes separation, which has some intriguing twists beyond the surface drama of a broken relationship. Their $60 million mansion is just the tip of the iceberg. While the breakup might seem like another episode of Hollywood heartache, it's clear that the drama extends well beyond personal emotions into significant financial and family realms. Jennifer Lopez's love life has always been a topic of intense media scrutiny, but now it appears to be causing ripples in the lives of those closest to her. The situation is far from straightforward. J.Lo's ex-husband, Mark Anthony, and former fiancé, Alex Rodriguez, are both involved in the unfolding drama, adding layers of complexity to her already turbulent romantic landscape. Mark Anthony, who shares twins Max and Em with Lopez, is reportedly growing increasingly frustrated with the public circus surrounding his ex-wife's relationships. For Anthony, the concern is not just about the personal dynamics between J.Lo and her new partners, but also about the impact on their children. He is said to be deeply worried about the effect of the constant media attention on their young lives. The kids, accustomed to their parents' high-profile status, are now facing a particularly challenging situation. The constant flux in J.Lo's romantic entanglements and the subsequent media frenzy are proving to be a source of stress, which has become a major concern for Anthony. The recent reuniting of Bennifer 2.0, Lopez and Affleck's rekindled romance, has reportedly been a breaking point for Anthony. The couple's highly publicized reconciliation, which made headlines everywhere, was met with alarm by Anthony. The end of his marriage to J.Lo was already a significant upheaval, and the new developments only add to his sense of frustration. Their divorce, announced just 6 weeks ago, was a mutual decision that both parties had seen coming. However, the real challenge has been explaining this change to their children and ensuring their stability amidst the chaos. Anthony's concerns extend beyond just the emotional turmoil. He believes that Lopez's focus on her romantic life has overshadowed her responsibilities as a mother. This has strained their co-parenting relationship, making it even harder to maintain a semblance of stability for Max and Em. The tension between the former couple is palpable, and it seems to be affecting more than just their personal interactions. In addition to these personal issues, Lopez's professional life is also feeling the strain. One of her major projects, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, is reportedly facing significant hurdles. Lopez has been working hard to assemble a stellar cast for this project, but her recent personal issues might be causing trouble. Notably, Anthony Ramos, a rising star known for his role in In the Heights, has reportedly turned down a role in the film. The reason? Allegedly, Ramos's decision was influenced by the ongoing drama surrounding Lopez's relationships. This snub has reportedly led to a tense exchange between Lopez and Anthony. The fallout from this professional setback has only added fuel to the fire of their strained relationship. The drama surrounding Lopez's love life is now seeping into her career, complicating matters further. Adding to the mix is Alex Rodriguez, Lopez's former fiancé. Though he is not directly involved in the recent drama, his past relationship with Lopez and his own public persona means he remains a figure of interest. While he has kept a lower profile, the shadow of his past with Lopez looms over the situation. In summary, the split between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck is proving to be more than just a personal matter. It is creating significant ripples in the lives of those around them, from Mark Anthony's growing frustration to potential impacts on Lopez's career. As the drama unfolds, the stakes are high, with emotional and financial consequences that could reshape the lives of those involved. Let's dive into the latest buzz around Alex Rodriguez, Jennifer Lopez's ex-fiancé and baseball superstar, who's making headlines amidst the ongoing Ben Affleck drama. Rod is reportedly feeling quite bitter about the way things unfolded with J.Lo. One minute he was planning a wedding, and the next he was watching J.Lo rekindle her romance with Ben Affleck, splashed across every magazine cover. With a messy divorce looming, the lack of a prenup and shared assets hint at a potentially chaotic legal battle. Legal experts are already forecasting a complicated and contentious divorce process, particularly given the rumors that J.Lo, eager to prove the sincerity of her reunion with Ben, declined to sign a prenup. This decision could lead to further complications, as Ben might be looking to secure a substantial portion of J.Lo's wealth accumulated during their time together. However, was it purely about the money, or was there a deeper motive at play? Jennifer Lopez, with her immense success in the music and film industries, hardly needs Ben's financial support. The pair first connected over 2 decades ago, and despite hitting pause on their love story in 2004, reignited their romance in 2021. By 2022, Ben Affleck 2.0 had tied the knot. Now, J.Lo is preparing to release her 9th album, with Ben standing by her side as her biggest cheerleader. Together, this power duo boasts a combined net worth exceeding $500 million, although J.Lo bears the heavier financial burden in their relationship. Let's break down the financial figures. J.Lo and Ben's combined net worth is estimated around $40 million, with J.Lo being the major contributor. As the legal and financial drama unfolds, it's evident that the stakes are high. What began as a fairy tale comeback is now evolving into a legal and financial saga that could keep tabloids busy for months. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have amassed their fortune through a mix of movies, music, luxury properties, and brand deals. However, the real standout is J.Lo, who holds a staggering 70% of their combined wealth. She has accumulated an impressive $450 million, thanks to her remarkable success in both music and film. With over 80 million records sold, her On the Six tour alone generated $765,000 per show, and her Dance Again World Tour brought in over $50 million. J.Lo's Hollywood earnings are equally impressive, with her commanding around $9 million per film, a notable increase from the $1 million she earned for her breakout role in Selena. Additionally, her role as a judge on American Idol earned her a remarkable $20 million per season. Now, turning our attention to Ben Affleck, his wealth is more modest compared to J.Lo, ranging between $150 million and $190 million. Despite this, he still boasts considerable assets. His property near Savannah, Georgia, where he and J.Lo were married, is valued at over $7 million. Together, they also invested in a $64 million mansion featuring 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, and a sprawling 16,000 square feet of luxury on a 1.13-acre estate. As the legal and financial drama continues to unfold, it's clear that both J.Lo and Ben have built a formidable fortune, but J.Lo's financial prowess significantly outweighs Ben's. The division of their assets, combined with the absence of a prenup, promises a complex and high-stakes battle that will likely dominate the headlines in the coming months. Ben Affleck's income, ranging from $22 to $24 million annually, largely comes from his multifaceted career as a filmmaker, actor, and brand endorser. His movie paychecks typically fall between $12 and $15 million. Just to flaunt a bit, his earnings for portraying Batman in 2014 alone reached $35 million. However, this figure does not account for his gambling debts, which some speculate might be a source of the tension in his relationship with Jennifer Lopez. Fans are abuzz with theories about the unfolding drama between Ben and J.Lo. Some believe J.Lo might have anticipated having to share her earnings, which could explain her decision to cancel her tour. Others speculate that Ben orchestrated a hasty marriage without a prenup, allowing J.Lo to buy a house, only to potentially take advantage of her finances later. Some suggest Ben might have been leading J.Lo on with hopes of reconciliation instead of opting for a clean break. A particularly harsh fan comment described Ben as disgusting, criticizing J.Lo for risking everything for what they see as a doomed relationship. But this drama extends beyond just Ben and J.Lo. J.Lo's public image is also in the spotlight. With her history of high-profile breakups, some wonder if this latest turmoil could tarnish her Golden Girl persona, or if she'll once again spin the situation into a comeback story. Her romantic history seems to be on repeat, from Oh Johnny No to Ben Affleck. Twice, J.Lo has had a series of high-profile relationships. Her exes are now speaking out, painting a less than flattering picture of her. Mark Anthony, Alex Rodriguez, and even Oh Johnny No have echoed similar sentiments, hinting that J.Lo might have commitment issues. While no one is outright vilifying J.Lo, the repetitive nature of her relationships raises questions about the validity of these perspectives. On the other hand, some fans are turning their ire toward Ben Affleck, accusing him of being disengaged long before the marriage ended. One critical fan commented that everyone acts like Ben Affleck is a catch, pointing out his alleged issues with cheating, gambling, and alcoholism. This criticism suggests that the bar for a desirable partner might be set very low. The future of J.Lo's image and career hangs in the balance. With her exes painting a picture of potential commitment issues and the public questioning her Golden Girl image, J.Lo might need to engage in serious damage control. The big question is whether she can recover from this latest setback. Will she manage to bounce back as she has in the past, or is this the final chapter in her love story with Ben Affleck? As the drama continues to unfold, it's clear that whether you're a fan of J.Lo or think there's more to the story, this situation is far from resolved. If you enjoyed this exploration of the latest Hollywood headlines, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think J.Lo will make another comeback, or is her Golden Girl image finally cracking? Stay tuned for more updates, juicy details, and behind-the-scenes drama. Until next time, keep it real and keep it locked right here. You won't want to miss what's coming next.